Hi, Lions. Thanks for joining me for another lesson. We are going to learn some new heart words. Remember, it's important we learn our heart words because they are words that are used a lot in stories, and sometimes they don't follow the rules that we've learned for spelling. Okay, the first word we are going to learn is Mr. Read it with me. Mr. Spell M-R, Mr. You'll see that a lot of times when they're introducing a character in a story. The second word we are going to learn is Mrs. Let's spell it M-R-S, Mrs. You use the title Mrs. for someone who is married, a woman that's married. Okay, and this word is Ms. Together, Ms. Let's spell it M-S period, Ms. And I should point out that Mrs. also has a period at the end of the title, and Mr. has a period as well. So Ms. is a title that we use if you don't know if someone is married or not. It can also be used for someone who's not married, but they're older than 30 years of age, Ms. And then the last word we're going to learn today is another title, and that is Miss. Read it with me, Miss. M-I-S-S, Miss. We use Miss for someone who is not married and they're under the age 30. So all four of these titles, what do you notice about the first letter? Let's look here. It's a capital M again, capital, and let's look at Mr. Yes, they all have capitals. The reason why all of these titles have capitals because it's part of somebody's name, like Mr. Clifford. Mr. and Clifford are part of his name. Mrs. Clifford, that's part of my name. My Mrs. is part of my title, and Clifford is part of my name. So when you see Mr., Mrs., Ms., or Miss, it is part of someone's title, part of their name. So it has a capital letter. Okay, let's review some of the other heart words or sight words that we've learned. Often. Spell O-F-T-E-N, often. Remember, I want to hear you reading, spelling, reading. Beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L, beautiful. True. T-R-U-E, true. Blue. B-L-U-E, blue. This is the color blue. Great. G-R-E-A-T, great. Toward. T-O-W-A-R-D, toward. One. W-O-N, one. This is the one talking about whether or not you won or lost something. Head. H-E-A-D, head. Bread. B-R-E-A-D, bread. Call. C-A-L-L, call. From. F-R-O-M, from. Way. W-A-Y, way. Don't forget, read, spell, read with me. Down. D-O-W-N, down. Play. P-L-A-Y, play. Pull. P-U-L-L, pull. Good. G-O-O-D, good. Move. M-O-V-E, move. Any. A-N-Y, any. Ball. B-A-L-L, ball. Done. D-O-N-E, done. Ready. R-E-A-D-Y, ready. Find, F-I-N-D, find. Old, O-L-D, old. After, A-F-T-E-R, after. Good job. Okay, now we're going to practice some spelling. So if you don't have paper and pencil, go ahead and pause the device while you go get your materials. And for those of you that are ready, we'll get started. The first word that we are going to spell is flew. Flew. Talking about the bird flew through the air. Let's sound it. Flew. Flew. So I hear an F. Flew. One of the sounds we learned yesterday was EW for the oo sound. Flew. So your word should look like this. Good job, Lions. Okay, the next word we're going to spell is took. Say took. Now sound it. Took. Good job. So we know that's the T. Remember, we learned that O can say oo or can say like in book. So that's how we spell the sound in took. So O, k. So I hear a K. Took. Took. It's kind of like the word look or book or cook. Okay, now the next word we're going to spell is loop. 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 So, it's one of the sounds we learned yesterday, like a moon. Loop. When you learn to tie your shoes, you need to make a loop. Loop. Kind of like hoop or coop, like a chicken coop. The next word we're going to spell is such. You did such a good job. Say such. Sound it. Such. Stretch it and spell it. I hear an S. Like the up arrow. Ch. I know CH makes the ch sound. Such. Good job. You guys are doing really well with your spelling. Okay, the next word we're going to spell is smooth. Smooth. Sound it. Smooth. Okay, let's spell it. I hear an M. Ooh, like the moon. Smooth. I know TH makes the V sound. So your word should look like this. Smooth. And the last word we're going to spell is one of our heart words. And it is the word after. After. So let's say the letters out loud while we spell it. That way we see it, we hear it while we are spelling. After. A-F-T-E-R. After. So after. So the F and the T go to the top line. The other letters go to the midline. And they all stop at the baseline. Good job. Okay, last thing we're going to do is read the second part of our story. If you remember yesterday, we read part 1 of Animals Can Smell. And we learned about the pig and the dog that can smell really well. so today we'll read about some different animals that can smell. Don't forget, this is a great time to pause the device so you can try to read it on your own before we read it together. All of these words are sounds that we've learned, or sight words or heart words we've learned. A vampire bat smells quite well. It likes to be with other bats. When a bat lands next to other bats, it will sniff them. This must be the vampire bat. Vampire bats fly out to look for an animal to bite. They use their smell to find the animal. Fish do not have noses, but they can smell. Many fish live where they can't see. There is no sunshine way down in the water. Fish chase other fish by smelling them. Fish can smell when they are not safe. If a big fish bites a small fish, the smell scares the other small fish. They swim off. Many animals can smell much more than we can. That's pretty neat. I didn't know that about the fish. I didn't realize that they smelled the other fish. Okay, let's review what we learned today. We learned 4 different titles that you're going to see in stories a lot when characters are introduced. The first one is Mr. All of the titles, 3 of the titles, have a period at the end, and they all have a capital letter at the beginning because it's part of a name. We know names are capitalized or have an uppercase letter. The second title we learned is Mrs. This is the title we use for a woman that is married. Ms. This is what we use if you don't know if someone is married or not. It's also the title we use for someone who's not married, but they're older than 30. And the last title we learned is Miss. Miss is a title we use for someone who's not married and they're younger than age 30. Okay, so you're going to see those titles a lot in stories that you're reading, and you might want to use those titles in a story that you write yourself. All right, I'll see you right back here tomorrow so we can continue learning some other sounds, some new sounds, and some new heart words. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Good work, Lions.